Howdy ho, guys and gals. Got a question for you. Have you ever bought a vehicle from auction? Now, I have. I've actually bought more than my share. A little embarrassed how many vehicles I've owned. I bought quite a few of them from auction. So this came up, and I'm thinking about buying a vehicle here, and I didn't want to keep all the good stuff, to myself. I wanted to share it with you all. So this is an auction happening here in Las Vegas. We're down here in Vegas till about the end of April and all. We come down here, when it gets too cold up north and back home. So anyway, a friend of mine turned me on to this auction that's going on, and what I'm seeing is a lot of Henderson. Now, Henderson is one of the communities around Las Vegas. It's a semi-affluent. There's some big money there. There's some kind of rednecky people. A lot of people call it Hendertucky as kind of a joke. It's my kind of neighborhood. Anyway, the point is that there's some cool stuff going on at auction. Now, back in the day, you could get killer deals at auctions. Question is, can you still do that? Well, let's take a look. So right now what we got here is we got T&T auctions. This is an online only auction, but we're going to be going tomorrow to check these out in person. You got 3 days and 12 hours till it closes. At least that's when I first loaded this page. Now let me see if it had updated it recently here. It's 3 days, 12 hours. Okay. And what we've got here is we've got about 100 plus cars and vehicles and other miscellaneous stuff. So let's step through some of it here real quick. We got a 2005 Ford Taurus. Current bid on it is $100. Next bid's $110. Now what they do is they tell you in the description some of the stuff you may be interested in, you may be concerned about. And they got the odometer and they get the VIN. And remember, if you don't know, you can look up VIN numbers and find out what's going on with that vehicle as far as what its specs are. The vehicle usually, it'll tell you down to the day it was built, the type of engine it has, all sorts of stuff there. So VIN numbers are good things to know. And at the end of the video, I'll show you how to look up a VIN number and how to read the information that's in it. Now, what you're looking at here, this one says taxable, which means you're going to be paying tax on it. CEL is check engine light. It means the check engine light is on, which, it may sound like a terrible thing. I'll be honest, 9 times out of 10, check engine light, usually on a vehicle, I'm not a mechanic here, but if the check engine light is on and steady, it's something minor. If it's blinking, that's like it's going to blow up, you need to get away from this. And 9 times out of 10, it's somebody put the gas cap on wrong. Now, maybe with these vehicles, there's more to it than that. I wouldn't buy it going, well, it's probably just the gas cap, but you want to go and check them out. So check engine light is on, it's got paint damage, and it's got a high idle. Being a Ford Taurus, for $100, if you're looking for a vehicle a new first vehicle for the kids or something, that might be a safe way to go. That's a good amount of car behind it. We got an Oldsmobile Intrigue. I'm not intrigued by that one at all. We got a Toyota Corolla CE. We got another 2009 Ford Taurus with just paint damage. Current bid on it, it's got 152,000 miles. That's high miles. But that car, well maintained, should do 200, 225 easy. And for $100, if you get a year out of this vehicle, and I'll be honest, there was a time in my life early on where I would buy a vehicle, I wouldn't put any money or any work into it. I would drive it till it died, and if it made it a year, because I wouldn't pay more than $500 for it. Now this is a long time ago, and if it made it that far, then that was great, and I'd move on to the next vehicle. 2007 Ford 500 SEL. If I'm not mistaken, I think the 500 is what replaced the Taurus. We got some more of these. It gets more exciting. Trust me. It gets more exciting. Chevy Impala, the new ones, not the old ones. We got Infiniti. Now, here's the first one. It's interesting. 2012 Ford F350 utility. That means it's got the utility bed. That's the kind with all the little cabinets and stuff that open. It's a work truck, right? This is a work truck. Current bid on it is $120. Now you're looking at an odometer of just over. We've got 114,000. It's an F350. That's gonna carry some weight, all right, and it could tow too. You know what? Getting a bed is not that expensive, and they're not that hard to replace. It's just a few nuts, bolts, washers, and gaskets or grommets or whatever. I will say this. In fact, there's a place down here in Boulder City where you can buy beds for almost all of these. So if you wanted, you could probably sell that utility bed for the price you're going to pay for it, and then get a replacement bed and turn it, or build a flatbed. That's probably the way I'd go. I'd probably build a flatbed out of it. 2001 Yukon. There's a nice around town. Taxable interior damage. Now a lot of the stuff interior damage. So a lot of this is all mostly government work vehicles. and they had specialized consoles in them. Some of them were police vehicles. We're going to see some police vehicles. And they've had the center console taken out, and that's often the damage. Or like they had lights that were on the vehicle, and where the lights were mounted, that's the damage. We got, anyway, I'm going to jump through. I'm not going to go through the entire list. We can scroll through it here real quick, see if anything else jumps out. Then we got some Ford Interceptors. That's going to have put some pep in your step there, isn't it? Interceptor package? I'll take one of those for $100. And and I'll see if I can put it on screen. I did buy, back in the day, I bought a police SUV. I used to be a CCW instructor. For those of you who don't know, that's a concealed carry weapons permit in California. And yes, they do have that in California. As long as you're not in one of the big cities, other than Sacramento. Sacramento's they're pro-gun, but the other ones are no. But if you're in like the Central Valley, up north, anywhere else, it's up to the local counties. And we taught a lot of people and got a lot of people certified. But I bought one of these and used it as my instructor's vehicle. I could just keep all my gear in it. And I only drove it on the weekends when I went to teach classes, and it was awesome. And I think I paid $1,700 for that thing. Getting one of these Interceptors for $100, that's way better than that. 2011 Chevy Tahoe 4x4, airbag light is on, broken windshield, low oil pressure. That low oil pressure, that one has me a bit worried. But there's a number of things it could be that may not be terrible. But I don't know if you want to dig into that. We got a 2500 HD pickup truck. I mean, it is a Chevy. Ford F-250. I'm just teasing about the Ford Chevy thing. Everyone knows I'm a Dodge man, so. Chevy Traverse. There's another family vehicle. Missing third seat. Well, if you don't have 7 kids, you only got 5 of you. Mom, pop, and 3 kids. Put the dog in the back. I say put the dog in the back. She's right here. Come here. Say hi. You're not going to come. Oh, hi. She's not going to make her, fine. All right. Enough there. Okay. There really is a dog here, I promise. Chevy Tahoe. Oh, let's see what else we got here. More Chevy Tahoes. Let's jump through some of these. And now, oh my gosh, look at this thing. So when I left this morning, this was at $900. This is a Ford Ranger. Yep, the stranger danger, it's a Ford Ranger. 2008 Ford Ranger, and it's a 4x4 now. It's got some paint damage, and that's all they say here. You can pull up a vehicle history. You can run a VIN check on it if you want. It says it has 1 record on this. Ford Ranger 4x4 Off-Road Sport XLXLT extended cab. Boy, this with the V6. This is that's a lot of truck on. I can't believe they bought this a work truck. Let's zoom in on this. Let's see what we got here. All right, the front looks in good shape. Looking good so far. And almost all the ones I've checked, almost all of these have decent tires on them. I don't know if they put new tires on them for just to roll them. I don't know what made them go this route. Now there's some of the paint damage that we see, and it's got toolboxes. It's got a rack on it. That I like that. That's some nasty paint damage, but it's the tailgate on a Ford Ranger. Get yourself a bottle of Krylon. They'll take care of that. Yeah, you can fix it up or whatnot. If my son got a hold of this, he's just gonna take it out in the desert and rip on it. So looks like he'll have issues there with the handles. That door handle's not the back, is it? Let me check here. It's not the rear. Oh, it might be the rear. Oh, yeah, that's the rear. The tailgate there. That's an easy fix. Let's see what else. Got some more paint damage. Oh no, paint damage. I mean, still. Oh man, that's a nice truck. I gotta tell me, I love the Ford Rangers. It's dirty, but pull it out, get a good wash. I gotta tell you, every time I buy a truck like this, one of the first things I do, I do a deep clean, and I get some WeatherTech floor mats. I swear by WeatherTech. They're a fabulous company. My truck actually came with WeatherTech floor mats, and my driver's side one is just dying, so I'm going to have to get new ones for that. But that's a no-brainer for me. And these things aren't going to be fancy. You're not going to find a lot of bells and whistles in them, but most of the ones I've looked at have got like a CD player, AC, and power windows. And no CD player. But I'll be honest, you know how much it costs to buy a decent stereo that'll connect to Bluetooth? You can get yourself a cheap one for $100, $150, throw that in there, and then you got most of your bells and whistles. You get yourself some plug adapters that turn those cigarette lighters into USB, and you're all set. What more are you going to need? Not much. You got lots of storage, no back seat back there. You don't want a back seat. That's where you're going to put your tools and whatnot. 4-liter single overhead cam on that. There you go. There's the sticker there. That's a clean truck. Now at $2,000, it's getting up there, but the Ford Rangers these days, I mean, it looks pretty straight. I'm gonna have to think on that one. I'm gonna have to think. I like a bigger truck. I do, but I know my son loves, and he's looking to get a new truck. Now this is the one. This is the one I'm scared to refresh this one because the son, my youngest son, who is a prison enthusiast. They just got back from San Francisco. They went to a family thing over there, and they went to a tour of Alcatraz, and that is like that's his bucket list. He's already checked it off at 11 years old. He obsesses, knows everything. You ask the boy, he knows everything about Alcatraz. My wife, of course, like any wife out there, watches those. I call them the How to Murder Your Husband shows, the police crime dramas where someone's always dying and they're autopsying them and whatnot. This is the prison bus, and you're going to see what I mean here. Currently, it was at $100 when we left this morning. Let's see what it's at. This could ruin their whole day. Oh my gosh, it's still at $100. Folks, if this thing doesn't go over $1,000, I'm probably going to have to end up buying it. I kid you not. The wife's going to force me to buy it. This isn't for just clicks and stuff. On Monday, I might own a prison bus. All right, let's show you here. Well, first, let me show you this. 1993 Thomas bus, taxable, no rear seats, Cummins. I like my Cummins. Odometer, 267. I don't care. It's Cummins. We can rebuild it. That's what I love about the Cummins. It may be pricey to maintain, but it just keeps going, and it just keeps going. Look at this. That is a clean bus. Now, if you've been looking to do one of these bus conversions, wait till you see this. Clean. Super clean. Very, as we like to say, institutional. All right. Good tires on that. Look at that. Dually in the back. Look at that bumper. That bumper is clean. It's got, dual AC up top. Dual AC. Oh my gosh. Oh, is that a handicap access in the back? Oh, you could load some toys, put a couple dirt bikes up in there. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna own this bus. I can see it. I can see it now. If you think I should buy this bus, put a comment down below. I may end up spending way too much money on this bus. All right, there's the interior. Now, raise your hand when you see it. For those of you in the back who can't see, right about here, that's a toilet. This thing has got this, and I believe this is a sink that folds open kind of thing. I think I've seen something like that. I'm not sure. If you know what this part is, we're going to get a little more up close and personal with it, I think, here. So it's plumbed. And it's had all the seats taken out. Look how clean that is in there, folks. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, again, I'm not sure what this is, but that's got to be water in. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That's a pump set. I got to think it's a sink. Anyway. And then there's the toilet. And we got some sort of battery system back here. I don't even know what that is. Oh my gosh, there's the air tank. I'm gonna. Oh, look at that seat. It even comes camo just like I like it. Oh my gosh. Can you see me driving that? 267,000 low miles on a Cummins. Low miles. It needs to be cleaned up. Look at that straight 6 there. I think it's a straight. It's not an incline. It's a straight 6. Oh, look at that. Anyway. All right, let's move along. All right. We got the EasyGo 1000 XL Workhorse. This is your golf cart kind of thing. What do we got here? We got a VIN number on it. We got a VIN number. Really? A VIN number. That means I could register it. All right. So let's take a look. I mean, from here it looks clean. We'll have to go see it in person. Look at it. That looks pretty darn clean. I might have a bus and a golf cart. You need the golf cart here for, we're in Boulder City, and you can, I don't think you drive them on the road, but in the RV community around here, lots of people drive them around. Look at that, 6-packs, they're probably all dead. Maybe not. Maybe not. We got Interstate. I'm a big fan of Interstate batteries. Oh my gosh. That is, I know a lot of people are like, you gotta get gas. I love me some electric. I love some electric stuff. Oh, we got another one, a Yamaha. Oh, wait, we didn't check the price on it. Let's check. Is that 10.5? It's still at 10. It's gone up by $50. This one, oh no, I take that back. That's not 100. That's 1,000. Still, if those batteries are good, 1,000. That's not. If the batteries are good, that's a steal. All right, let's see what this one's at. It's going up $10. $10. Does it say anything nasty? No, it doesn't say anything about it. 2007. It's white. I like the green one better. But you know what? I'll be honest. For around the RV park, this is probably a better deal because if I'm not mistaken, those back seats flip down, give you a bed, so you can either do the 4-person, you can do the 2-person with some cargo. Yep, that's exactly what that is. Oh, that might be the way to go. Yep. Probably it doesn't have any batteries in it. Wait, oh my gosh, it's got batteries. It's got 2,000. It's got a lot of hours on it. They use this thing a lot. But here's the thing: when you're buying, and it's a gamble, but when you're buying one of these things from auctions from a municipality, you know they had a set list of when this thing was supposed to be maintained. Now, did they maintain it to the top line of they could? Probably not. But they did maintain it a lot better than a lot of owners will. You got to understand that. Optima batteries. All right. But still, I mean, those look newish. Hey, man, if this thing runs, we're going to be getting a golf cart as well. I think the den needs a golf cart, don't you? Yeah. All right. Let's see. We got another golf cart. This one's coming in at still 110. Is this the same one? It's got to be the same one, right? It's another 2000. It's lot number 4006. No, it's a different one. Oh my gosh. I won't go into that one again. All right. Now this next series, we have a little bit of a series here. And I want you to just maintain here. We got Harleys for $100. Police Harleys. Come on. Think about it. A, you can own a Harley. B, it's dirt cheap. C, you get to scare the you know what at every person you're riding behind. Get yourself one of those round basic helmets and you will stop traffic. I know. I drove my police truck I had, man. People would freak out when I was behind them. It was so much fun. No headlight. Oh, I can at $100 I can deal with no headlight situation. Let's see what the price is at. $100 Harley is now. It's got to be $1,000. It's got to be. It's $100 still. Oh my gosh. 3 days and 14 hours. Can it last? Look at that. Come on. Living your chip life dream. You know, we all grew up watching Chips. This. Oh, that page isn't good. Come on. We're not going to load any more of these? Hold on. Let me refresh. See if I can get these to load. Oh, it doesn't want to load. Oh, there we go. So slow. Look at that. It's a little rough. It needs some parts. But if you can get this for $100, if you can get this thing for $100, I will take it in that shape. Check engine light. I may just have the key on there. So, 41,000 miles. That's kind of high for a Harley. Not for a $100 Harley. But here's the thing. If you're like, well, so that's going to go. We got Harley number 2. We got Harley number 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. That's it. There's 6 Harleys. Let me go back here. I refreshed them. Let's see if any of them gone up in price. They're all sitting at $100. So we can put the Harley in the bus and tow. All right. Okay. I will put a link down below. I'm going to ask you one thing. Leave me one Harley, one golf cart, and don't take away the little boy's prison bus. That's his dream. He wants to drive that thing around town. 2003 Chevy Tahoe. The other thing is I'm looking for a more reliable vehicle for my oldest. He's got a Jeep Grand Cherokee. It need more and more work. We hadn't really thought about getting it, and when we got it, we got it for free. It was a free one, and it was for just basically driving around town up in Montana. then he got his license down here and he wanted it down here, and just around Boulder City it's fine, but if he needs to go, like he gets a job over in Henderson or something like that, it's not safe on the highway. We got to rebuild the suspension on it. I don't know if I want to put that much money into a ZJ. Maybe, I don't know, but I started looking at some of this other stuff. I looked at the Tahoe, $100. Let's see what's at right now. It was $130. Let's see what it needs. 4x4 body, interior damage, no console. All right, I'll show you around. All right. Benefit is less chance of getting pulled over because LEO might think you're one of them. Decent seats, needs to be cleaned out. Everything. Just so you know, if you haven't lived in Vegas, everything here gets coated in that dust. So you're constantly having to wipe down the inside of your trucks and stuff. Center console's gone, but we can build a center console. You can buy one cheap, go to Pick and Pull and grab one. There's lots of options there. Odometer's at 98,000. This is not a bad vehicle, well maintained. You can get 200, 250 out of this. Look at that nice big back area, all sorts of stuff you can put back there. Good tires on it. It's clean. There's some body damage on the side. There's a little dent there, and there's a dent I think up in the hood. Right there. There's a little ding right there, rock dent or something. That's a beautiful photograph there. I don't know what they're trying with that one. Look at that engine. It's pretty clean. Doesn't look trash or anything. That's the one thing, yes, you got to say about, county and municipality maintained vehicles. We got emissions control information. Done a bit. Now it has, as I saw, it's got AC and it's got a CD player. Again, you can replace that stereo for not much money. All right, let's keep going. Next one. And there's more. Remember, there was over 100 vehicles here. And we're going to show you some of the weirder stuff. This is the one that really got me, kind of stopped me and made me take a look at this. This is a 2500 HD. So this is a 3/4. And I'm not a Chevy guy, but I joke about, I like my Dodge. I love my Dodge. But, I'll buy whatever's the best deal of the day. I'm not going to be like, I only drive Dodge. I only drive Ford. I only drive... Those were my grandfather's days. People aren't like that these days. Some people are, but you really shouldn't be. 4x4, no console, paint damage. And it's got that capper back there. And that's a nice one. Let's take a look at this. Let's get up close. We're looking at... See, I get this for cheap for the boy, drive around. He wants to do some welding and do some construction work. This is a great work truck. You can lock up all your tools in the back. Nothing's going to walk on you. Look at that storage back there. This thing is, look at that. You could tow some stuff with it. We could pull a trailer. I could probably pull our RV with this without a problem. Nice, mostly clean interior. Just needs a wipe down. Again, it's not luxury, but it'll get you around town, and that's all I really care about. I'm way past those days of caring about how shiny something is. I'm worried about if it do the work. Now, here's a question for you. Do you know what this thing is? Because I don't. My first guess, it's a backup camera, but it's got a volume on it. Maybe it is. I don't know. And it's interesting. The odometer, 94, simple dash, vehicle emission information. Again, nice, fairly clean engine. That's a good looking truck. If you can get that thing for under $1,000, yeah, I'm going to have a truck too. I'll be honest, full confession, back in the day when I lived in the Midwest, yeah, I think at worst I had like 9 vehicles at one time. Yeah, I was that guy. Look at this, Ford F-250. This one, let's see what this is up to. I think this is a 4x4 as well, because the ones I pulled out were 4x4s. 4x4, 4-door, no console, body damage, transported in. Now, I'm not sure what that means. I mean, clearly it was transported in, but a little bit of a ding up front. Oh, let me give you the big picture on this. Again, look at how nice these tires are on all these vehicles. Just really, look at it. This, talk work trucks. So, open from the side. Look at this package they got in here. This is exceptional. I want to go back real quick. Look at the top of that cap. That's where you can see that Vegas heat really coming in and doing a number on paint. Whatever the armor, I don't know who makes this. If you know who makes this system, that is awesome. I love that. That is a cool system. That looks like somebody should be using for an overlander build or something. By the way, if you see that stuff in the back there, the big trucks, the forklifts, all that, yeah, that's on sale too. We'll get to that anyway. Oh my gosh. Let's go around here. Again, nice, fairly clean. Missing that center console. They hate their center consoles around here. Oh, let's see here. 147,000 miles. A little high on the miles, but you know what? Well maintained. It'll do it. If you can get it cheap enough, you know, I mean, it's not a diesel. I'd like to get him into a diesel, but if that's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. Oh, it's a diesel. How did I miss that? Did I miss a diesel 4x4? I can't believe I missed that. Power Stroke V8. We'll have to look up. Maybe we'll choose this one to look up the VIN number. All right. I haven't tried this one before. I just Google whichever one comes up. I'll be honest. I look at more Dodge VINs than Ford's. Paste in it. Decode the VIN. Let's see what information it gives us. Let's look at this good information. We got Ford F-250 2009, made in Jefferson County, Super Duty, single rear wheel truck. Kentucky was the plant. Look at that. Gross vehicle weight rating, 9,000 to 10,000. Four-wheel drive, hydraulic brakes. Now, let's see here. Diesel V8, engine power, 2060, Navistar, engine manufacturer. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take a look at that one. We're gonna have to consider it. All right, let's go next one up. Ford Interceptor. You know I had to throw a cop car in here. Come on. And it says Interceptor across the front. You want to cruise up behind your buddy. He doesn't know you bought this yet. And just ride his butt all the way home. Watch him have a coronary. 110. Let's see what it's going for. Current price. Still 110. Wow. Check engine light is on. Excuse me. No console. If we take a look at the inside of these, now this one, they are going to take a little bit of extra work on these Interceptor packages, and I'm going to show you why. Look at this. I like that. Look at those wheels. I like those wheels. I do. Basic black. You got to like it. Nice, clean interior. Not sure how many times someone's thrown up in it, but, you know. Missing the center console. Man, blurry pics galore. They can't help this. Nice, back area. Look at that. We got on the other side. Look at that. It's a decent setup. Looks like the glove box may need an adjustment or something. Get yourself a replacement center console. Look at that control package on there. That's way better than we got air, you got CD, you got a radio. What more do you need? And you might even... Now, here's the damage. So these had searchlights on both pillars, on the A pillars on both sides. And they've removed those searchlights for some reason. And as such, you're going to have these holes. Now, my understanding is a lot of places sell replacement panels. You can get replacement lights to put in there, but they also put just plugs, plastic plugs that go over to close them up, or you could just 3D print one. But then also on the mirrors as well, because I think they had flashers on the mirrors. So you got a spot missing there, and then you got the exterior. You're going to have to cover those up because you don't want to get rainwater and whatnot in there. But that's the damage that you need to take care of. 146,000. Driver's door is ajar, and of course it should be a door, but it's not. I know, dad jokes. I can't help myself. I have a problem. I've accepted it. Anyway. Boy, that's a decent control panel. It looks like it's got a phone system on it. Like you can dial it. I don't know. I'm not a Ford guy. So I'm not up to date with these. Now, to be honest, the police car I had before was an Explorer, but it was an Expedition. It was like a 90s 900. It was an old Expedition. Here we go. This is another one I'm interested in. Dodge Dakota 2008. Currently at 450. Is it still at 450? Still at 450. Now this thing, look at this. We're looking at a 4x4. It says it has body damage. I could, Dakota's again a little small for me, but the boy, he likes his small trucks, and I don't know. That's looking pretty. Again, oh, that's got a spare on it. Oh well, I mean that's not something terrible to deal with. Decent tires. Look at that interior. Got a lot of room in that back for storage. I like that. It looks like it got a dent on the hood. Oh no, a dent on the hood. Hoods are so hard to come by. That's sarcasm. They can be a pain to replace, but if you got a buddy who will work with you, putting on a hood is not that hard. It's pretty darn simple. Again, it's bare bones, but 151,000 miles. I think it's got the V6 in it. Yep, 3.7 V6, which is a decent engine. Again, if you guys don't know, that's the equivalent of the Ranger. That's a light duty truck, or like a what do you call it? Quarter ton? Do they call them quarter ton? I don't know. It's a compact truck, and you don't see many of them anymore. Dodge got out of the light truck game, and hopefully I heard rumors they're going to get back into it. With as good as Ford's been doing with their sales, you can see the other companies probably get. I know the Colorado Chevy tried it with the Colorado. That was a terrible truck. Anyway, don't ever buy a used Colorado. Oh, I've heard nightmares about Colorados. $475. I'd buy that for $475. Now remember, on all purchases, if you've never bought from an auction, you should always check it in person if you can. Always. And don't be ashamed. Like if you're gonna start it up, and ask them what the rules are when you get to the lot. Like, hey, can I throw a scanner on this thing? Can I start it up? Check all the fluids. Can I put it? Usually they'll even they may not let you drive it around. Some places I've seen let you drive it around the lot, but a lot of places I want to put it in gear and pull forward 4 feet and back 4 feet. Make sure it goes into gear and out of gear, and they should allow you to do that. That's if it starts. A lot of them don't start. So anyway, let's go back to the main page here, to the listings here, and let's go scroll down. Let's find some of the more wonky stuff. Man, this 2006 Dodge, I really wanted this, but get this. Let's take a look at this one real quick, because this one has Montana written all over it. We're down here in Vegas, but I would buy this and take it back to Montana as a daily driver around town kind of thing. Was that $100? Is it still at 100? Because I'm hoping that nobody's interested in this, and I'll show you why. It's got a 4x4, manual transmissions, so all the millennials are right out. No catalytic converter. I mean, how are you going to smog it? How would you guess? Oh, that's right, Montana doesn't have smog. It does have check engine lights on, so throw a scanner on that, see what code we get. Most of the codes are something simple and benign. You can cross your fingers. And again, if you can find the code and everything else before you buy it, it's got some damage right there. I don't care. A daily driver around town in Montana, I take this fishing. This is a great hunting truck. I'd probably replace the lights on it and maybe put a light bar up top and maybe hammer that out. I don't know. Yeah, kind of like the look. Gives it a little snarl. You can see here the chrome is peeling on this. It's got that bubble chrome kind of stuff. Sand it all down, paint it black. I'm not a big fan of chrome. I would not hate to see it go. We got decent tires on it. That's good. Oh, we got a mismatched door. Shame. And a big dent in the bed. Again, I told you getting a bed is not that hard. And again, I don't care. If I'm getting that truck cheap, I hope... I'm 54 and I'm well past wearing it. I'm married to, the last woman I'm ever going to be married to. I don't care what it looks like, just as long as she runs and drives, starts every time. I'm liking this. Look at that. I would probably get a new tailgate because that might be a little bit tough to open and close. So we might do that, or we might just drop the gate, put one of those nets in there, or get the fifth wheel style gate, put that in there. Might do that. Or again, might just lose the bed and put a flatbed on it. I like that idea too. Look at that. It's carpeted wall to wall. But look at that. It's set up for the fifth wheel pole. And I do want to get a fifth wheel. I want to get a small to medium sized fifth wheel to keep in Montana for hunting and camping up there. The camper we have now, we use more like a destination trailer down here in Vegas. It stays in. We put it in storage, and we may travel around the region with it, but we don't take it back and forth every time we go back and forth, because we go back and forth 3 or 4 times a year. So it just doesn't make sense. And it honestly, it's too long. It's like 36 feet with everything and stuff on that. It's like almost 38 feet total length on it. And that's too long for a lot of the places I want to go, where I go fishing and go hunting. I want a smaller one. And a fifth wheel is more nimble. You can get it in places it's hard to get in with a bumper pull. And it's, okay, not a bumper pull, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that looks like a great Montana truck right there. All day long. Look at that. Oh, that looks disgusting. I love it. You could throw a deer in the back and you wouldn't care. See, that's going to go for nothing. And it's got a manual. Love it. Oh, I'm loving everything about it. Oh, yeah, I'm hoping this goes for nothing. Get me a big red truck. Oh, and look, it comes with 7 cents off right there. Oh, $384. That's fine. If I'm getting this thing for under $1,000, put a little work into that diesel, it'll keep going. It'll do another 100,000 easy. Standing on its head. All right, let's take a look real quick at some of the other extra stuff here. Hey, come on. Oh, look, we got some big Freightliners. Look at that. $100 there. Also, there's the Thomas bus. Boy, my wife is going to lose it if we get that thing. Here we go. There's a front end loader for $100. If I had a place to park that, oh wait, I do. How would I get it back to Montana? I don't know. Anyway, I'll put a link down below. Remember, stay away from my prison bus. Don't break my son's heart. And my Harley, and a couple, and the Dodge, and maybe the Ford, and the Chevy, and I'm never going to financially recover from this. Anyway, just having some fun this Thursday. Let me know what your experiences are recently with auctions. In the past, I had a great time. But in the last 5 to 10 years, auctions for vehicles have just been crazy. Everyone, too many car flippers, too many people trying to make money on them, rather than just looking for something to drive. It's been kind of ruining the market. Let me know what you think. Anyway, you all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.